I'm here in Southampton outside of the Guildhall where later this week loads of people will be gathering ahead of the Southampton Marathon. Earlier in the week I caught up with Sam Phillips as he'll be running for a woman called Gillian who has recently been battling cancer. Sam Phillips is a coach at Icon Coaching. He runs a number of clubs and sessions for both adults and children on a weekly basis. It was only when he heard about Gillian's health that he then wanted to run the Southampton Marathon.
We were made aware back in the summer last year that, Gillian was diagnosed with a type of cancer, getting updates frequently, and then towards the end of the year, things went a bit quiet and you almost sort of hope everything's okay. So I rang Lynn I knew there was probably going to be some hard news to listen to, but she obviously told me how bad and journey she had and the struggles. Gillian was in the ICU for a number of weeks, if not months, I think, and Lynn obviously was living in the hospital with her, and it hearing that from the source makes me think, how lucky am I?
It was at this moment that Sam knew he needed to help. He had been in contact with Lynn, Gillian's mum, to get updates on a regular basis. Lynn is one of a few people who knows how hard this journey has been.
It's been very traumatic, to say the least, the whole of the time from when we first went into hospital to when we came out, and it's like a different chapter now.
I had to go and speak to the woman herself. Gillian shared her experience on battling cancer whilst in hospital.
How have you felt about it all?
Bad.
Bad? Why?
Bad going to the hospital.
You didn't like hospital, did you?
It's been really tough,
Yeah.
What was it like when you kind of first came out of hospital?
Happy. Happy. And we put a nurse at the hospital.
Yeah.
Give us counsel.
What were they like, the nurses at the hospital, like helping you?
Yeah.
Really good?
Yeah. And some nurses were.
As soon as Sam was aware of the struggles Gillian had been through, he made it his mission to use his platform to help support her, Lynn and Macmillan. Soon after, he stumbled across the Southampton Marathon.
I got off the phone and wanted to help straight away, and I think your phone's clever that it logs with your algorithms what you talk about, and the first thing that popped up on Facebook was the Southampton Marathon.
Despite having a full-time job, Sam had been training for a few weeks before he even mentioned the idea to Lynn. She reflected on the moment that Sam did call her up to say that he would be running the Southampton Marathon.
We'd been out of hospital for about a month, and he phoned me up and asked if it was okay to go ahead and do it, and that he wanted to use Gillie as his inspiration, because he said to me that she'd gone through all that and he'd never run a marathon before, so if Gillie can go through that, then he can run a marathon.
Now that he had the approval of both Lynn and Gillian, it was time for Sam to start fundraising for such a great cause. He set up an event at Wyvern Youth School, and having already smashed his £500 initial target, he soon entered the thousands. After a fun day fundraising, Sam was able to raise over £4,000 for Macmillan. And it's safe to say that the kids versus parents dodgeball was a highlight of the day. And it meant that even the kids started to donate.
5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Gotta come down from the cone.
Sam's colleague Jeff has seen him every step of the way and remains very proud of what he is doing. He had a few words to share about Sam ahead of the big day.
Sam, to me, is just the most down-to-earth, easiest going guy. Like I say, he's a very compassionate lad, which sometimes, you know, goes amiss a little bit in some of the younger guys. Being a little bit of an older person myself, when I see people like this and what he's done for it and what he's put himself out for, and yeah, it's about, you know, the Macmillan, the cancer thing. It's just an incredible support system that he's got. He's just an amazing young lad.
After an ice cream, it was time for the final event of the day, and that was a fun run.
Who cares about a game when it's all been replaced? Each level feels the same. It really goes either way. I don't know about you, but I gotta get it out. I don't know how soon, but if we die, I won't bring
From one run to another, Sam has only trained for 12 weeks and the furthest he has run is a half marathon. So how has training been and what is his expected race time?
And it was tricky because, yeah, you're getting up at 5:30 to run some days with work and stuff, because it was, yeah, 4 runs a week. I'm not looking to break any world records, that's for sure. But yeah, no, at the start it was just to complete it, you know, or even consider, yeah, doing it. So, but as I've got into it, it's probably looking at, yeah, sub 4 hours really as a decent little first marathon. I think that would be, yeah, a decent achievement.
Just 3 days ahead of the marathon, Sam went on his final run ahead of the big day.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Great I am. Great I am.
This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
I wanna fly, can you take me far away? Give me a star to reach for, tell me what it takes, and I'll go so high, my feet won't touch the ground. Just hitch my wings and pull the strings. I've got these dreams that all fly.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
And that was it. The stage was set and now Sam was tasked with running 26.2 miles. Before the day, Gillian had one final message for Sam ahead of his run.
Good night. Hey,
He's going to be amazing, isn't he?
Yeah, make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today was the day, the 2nd of April. Everyone gathered at the Guildhall in Southampton, and it was now or never for Sam.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took to me, shook at me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the... Hey, you burn me up, believer, believer. Hey, you burn me down, you burn me up, believer, believer. Let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from. Hey, you burn me up, believer, believer. Third things third, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, ooh. I was choking in the crowd, building my rain floating up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings, they would drown, but they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down, it rained down like... Hey, you burn me up, believer, believer. Hey, you burn me up, believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fall, let them rain. My love, my love, my love.
After the Southampton Marathon, Sam shared his experience of the day and what it meant to give his medal to Gillian.
As I was going, I was determined to not stop and, you know, just keep moving, and, you know, the end will come. And again, I knew it would be special, but I can't even sum up that feeling at the end to put the medal on her. It was just special.
Sam raised over £7,000 and counting for Macmillan. With the day coming to a close, Sam celebrated into the early hours of the morning. It still hadn't sunk in what he had achieved.